Test. Test. Test in Blue Archive. What kind of test? Why does she mark in the middle of the battlefield? And how hard the test actually is? And for some of us, we can't even answer the test at all. Sunohara Kokona, the younger sister of Shun, and like her, she is also an instructor at the Plum Blossom Garden in Training Support Department. She doesn't like being treated as a child and get bad mood when people refer to her to Kokona-chan or Kokani or Coconuts instead of instructor Kokona. But do you know how old is she? 11 years old, wow! Which is definitely the youngest in this game, and she's already working. She already get a job, and that's how you can get a 10 years working experience before finishing college. Yay, Kokona is definitely thinking far ahead to the future, bro. But ignoring that, let's get into the topic in hand. How hard is actually the test? And what actually the test is about? We might think that as she is instructor of a kindergarten, the question is definitely easy, a kindergarten level, definitely a multiple choice question, or a basic fill in the blank with random letters or random grammars. But what if I told you it is actually much harder and very different from the kindergarten question that we used to know? As we know, sensei, which is us, are a strategist, a commander for the teams. But what if I say she also play an important role in strategize, as she got the title instructor is her name, which actually means quite a big thing. As we might know, a very basic ethic before we go into a fight, there definitely a strategy meeting, and that is where she play her role. A briefing manager from us will transfer to Kokani, and she will explain, she will perform a test on how the battle should do. And this will also answer what is written on the paper that she is holding during the battlefield. Actually, the paper is written the strategy, the step by step on how to handle this battle, this specific battle, the strategy, the know-how, the do and don'ts in the battlefield. And the paper itself is just basically a check mark, a guide for the students. And definitely the student will perform well because it is a basic thing for them. And it made me curious, what do they actually learn in their school, in their class, during kindergarten? And you might be wondering, why does she grades the paper during the battlefield and can't even wait until the fight ends to mark it? As she is the instructor of kindergarten, we know that kindergarten teach the most basic thing in life. Like when us in kindergarten they teach addition, subtraction, basic grammar and all. But in the world of Kivitos, what is the most common thing you see? Yes, guns, grenades, anything, weapons. Yes, he is definitely teaching those kids about weapon control, about how to defend themselves in the public. And she definitely an expert in that. So when the student performed well in the battlefield, she gave a good grade, and that's how she graded the paper. The exam itself is the battle that the student is currently facing. There is no such thing as written exam. There is no such thing as multiple choice exam. There is only one exam, practical exam. And when the student perform well according to the rubric of the paper, rubric of the practical instruction, they will definitely even a full mark at that, a 100% mark. Definitely an easy for the student because they are all trained. But it might be hard for us if we are not fond with this battlefield, with this battle strategy, because literally war, fighting, bullets and guns is their daily life. So they definitely know how to handle a battle on what to do in a battlefield. So yeah, in the end, I think Kokona is a strategist in warfare, raiding and supporting the members that done well during the battlefield. And definitely worthy for her title, which is Instructor Kokona, as she guides and paves the road for a safer future for the Kivito students.